Is Dirty Dom the best heel in wrestling? After Impulsive and after the recent events that have gone on, both on screen and on social media with Dirty Dominik Mysterio, I actually believe he might be the best heel in wrestling right now.
What I think is fascinating about him, to say that he's the biggest heel or the best heel, whatever, is that he's like not the stereotypical over the top hateable heel,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the way that MJF can be, you know, when he is in full heel mode, like he doesn't really have to do anything and you just hate him. You see his face, you hate him. But he also does the uh old school, like the grabbing of the low hanging fruit to get you to hate him, and Dom doesn't do that, and he doesn't have to, you know, but like that's why I think it's what makes him so fascinating, because it's not easy to be a heel in today's landscape of wrestling because of how accessible the wrestlers are to people with social media and the internet. You know, it's like you can't escape them, and it depends on who you ask, but kayfabe is dead, you know, because of that. So people know that in real life, Dom is a really nice guy. You know, the things that he does for
There's a
fans at
post
meet and
about
greets and
him.
whatever. Huh?
There's like a really nice post about him on Twitter or Facebook or something I saw where he
Yes.
legit made these two kids day or something. It was
Yes.
unbelievable.
So that's what I mean. It's like,
He's the
but
most
if,
hated man in television. Like,
yeah, but
that's just nonsense.
if they wanted to, they would ask him to not do shit like that. You know what I mean? To like blow the kids off or whatever. And if this were the 90s, then hell yeah, he'd be doing that. But that's not like how things work. And so the fact that he is able to do that and still be so hated when he's on TV, like people don't, I don't think, give him enough credit for how difficult that is to do now, where it wasn't in the 90s, because there wasn't the internet the same way that it is now. It's like they're not, you know, it's printing your face on the newspaper. That's not getting you hate to the same degree as the way things are now. So I think, yeah, in this interview with Logan Paul was interesting because he did go in and out from being like Dominik and Dirty Dom. It was
Oh,
like
he did go in and out. It was
it
very fluid.
depended on the question and the answer, you know.
He, when he's telling a personal story as Dominik Mysterio about how he was in the ring for the Eddie and Ray feud, and he's talking about how Eddie is gonna give him the backhand, and then Ray comes up to push him away, and the ref takes him out, and he goes, "Yeah, and my deadbeat," just without a hesitation. It was like that. That's a star, like that's just, he gets it, and I legitimately believe he is the best heel in wrestling right now.
And he's grown so much, which when we said, I think we were live streaming when he turned. Did we live stream? Were we live streaming when he turned on Edge and Ray? I feel like we were.
Are we live streaming for Clash at the Castle? Were we really?
I feel like we were, but maybe we weren't. I don't know.
I feel like
But
that's such a
anyway,
random one that we would have done, but I'm not. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
just because we knew that if he was going to turn on them, he was going to do it that night. But I don't remember.
Oh, but then that was the night Solo debuted.
Yeah. I don't remember. But anyway,
Crazy.
He's come so far from that moment, and we said that is something that he needed to like continue his career, to like break free of, you know, being in Ray's shadow and to really become more of an interesting character in wrestling. And it's so he's grown so much that even when Rhea Ripley was doing an Instagram live Q&A and they asked her about him, like someone said, "Do you hate Dom?" And she was like, "No, I don't think I could ever hate him, because we've been through so much, and you know, I've seen him grow and I'm so proud of him." And it's like she's kind of in character but kind of not, and that just tells you like how nice and enjoyable of a person he is in real life, but then how proud they are to see how far he's come. I mean, his dad gushes about him when he's doing interviews too, because he doesn't do them as Rey Mysterio, you know? So I don't know. I think he's a very fascinating person in wrestling, and I told you I've become like obsessed. I'm like obsessed with Dirty Dom right now.
You want to get a shirt?
I know. I'm obsessed.